shout outs in chat here first.
Yeah.
Tim Molino's in first. Mike Sampson. Great Outdoors Exploring. Two Old Vets. Let's see. That's it for now, but we'll get more into your channel and you when we get some more people in here. Everybody, this is Christine Leeper. Am I right?
Yep, that's right.
She is a Canadian sister of ours that fishes for panfish as well. Great Outdoors saying hi to you. JP3's in. Dan Thompson has come in. Okay, Judy Booty, which is a guy, not a girl. I'll explain that one later.
I like it either way.
That's his nickname. We got Mad Cat or Catfishing. Mike Sampson. What got you into doing the fishing videos?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, we're just starting the videos. We've officially got a GoPro and we want to get more on film. Because I fishing is my mental health. It's I have a crazy stressful job and I love to go fishing as much as I can. And we just have really good adventures out on the water and we're starting to get better and having more interesting catches. So we want to get this stuff on film and get it out there. And really, it's just if it can help out any average angler get out on the water more, then that's what we're about.
You sound like me. Want to be out on the water fishing as much as possible.
We moved out to the water. We're making it we're pretty committed to it. Even where I work, I'm surrounded by rivers and canals and locks and I can go fishing on my lunch hour and yeah, it's great. As much as we can, we're out there.
We got Maurice Cason in here. We got Catfish Headhunters. Can you see chat? If not, I can post it for you.
I don't see any comments. Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong thing. I had the private chat up. It's just
Yeah, people saying hi to you. You don't even see it when you're in private chat.
Okay, I'm seeing that. Hi.
I'm
learning as I go, right?
This is some of the catfish community.
Yeah.
KY Big Cats in Bourbon, Georgia Fisherman, Country Boy Catfishing, Uncle Lou. A lot of these people, they fish for catfish, blues, flatheads, channels. They'll also go after crappie.
Yeah.
And perch if they get it, if they get a chance.
I love it. It's like, noodling as a whole thing I need to learn about and
doodling. Never take you take a 4-foot stick, but don't attach a hook to it. Because you're not supposed, that ain't the right way of noodling.
Okay. Yeah, but besides up here, we go for bullheads. That's our catfish. Every day about this time of year, you go out to the creek, at nighttime when it's dark, and you pound a bunch of bullheads. And you grab them, you snap them, and peel their skin off and fry them up, and that's about it. Yeah.
You got the bullheads and channel up there that you can pull out of there.
Yep.
But the reason why they have a 4-foot stick is when you get the fish in beds or in boxes or in holes, you can reach in and see if there's a snapping turtle or a gar on in there. Because if you hit them with it, you're gonna bite down on that rod and not let go, and you just pull them out.
Okay.
Then you can reach in there after the catfish set, see if there's any catfish in there.
That's crazy.
But that was a whole intention of the rod, and then people started putting hooks in there to hook into the catfish and pull it up to the front of the hole.
Okay.
Which is not the intention for the rod.
Ah, well, there you go.
But
Yeah,
that's
it's a popular
the proper way.
channel cats for sure. Yeah, right now channel cats for sure are popular, and a lot of people are targeting suckers and carp, common carp, and so right now, like our bass season is closed in most areas. Pike has been closed. Walleye just opened. So yeah, it's a lot of people going for channel cats and carp and those rough fish right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just going for crappie. That's my
But
love right now. Is I try to get out for
actually,
panfish as much as I can.
if I remember correctly, for Canada, muskie should start getting into the pre-spawn here in the next week or two.
Yeah, yeah, and they don't open till usually first Saturday in June. I think it
Right.
is, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, they're very fragile fish. You don't see them very often up in this area.
No, but they're
Um,
mean.
oh yeah, they're
They're
they're awesome. I caught one accidentally. Gosh, it must have been 2 years ago. I haven't gotten out, especially with COVID right now. We can't travel and go to the lakes that are good for them. But there's no real musky lakes around me unless I go down to the St. Lawrence, and
right.
I do not have the patience for them. I think they're majestic and amazing, and those musky anglers out there have all the patience in the world, but I am not one of them.
No, they're a
It's
fish of 1,000 casts, and that's literally what they are.
10,000. Yeah, 10,000,
10,000
they
casts,
say.
but just takes that one cast and putting a bass lure in the wrong spot to get
Yeah.
the wrong fish to bite your lure.
I was out fishing for pike in this little back lake close to my house, and I was throwing chartreuse and white chatterbaits for them, and yeah, suddenly I just felt this whoa, and I had to just grab my rod with two hands. I was like, "What is this?" And it was on. It was only a 36-inch muskie. It wasn't big by any means, but
No, but it's still like
um,
a torpedo.
oh, it was just the heaviness. I've never felt anything like it. I was like just trying to lift this. I think I must have. Well, I must have still had 16-pound test fluorocarbon on, and it didn't bite through. I got it hooked right between the teeth, and thank
Well,
God
you
for
got
that.
lucky.
Oh,
You
it
got
was
lucky that
awesome.
the hook was right between the teeth and they didn't get the line.
Oh yeah, no, and like luckily I had my partner with me. I wouldn't have been able to land it or get that picture, but he was
Right.
able to get because we didn't have. I was like, get the net. We have our bass net on the boat. Like that's it, right?
Right. Hey,
Like you're an idiot.
as long as you get the head in first,
Yeah,
the head and the belly, you're
I don't
good.
know. I don't know that it would have fit. And
No,
yeah,
I'm saying as
but
long as you had the head and the belly, he couldn't
yeah,
have got back up because once you got the head and belly and you just lift up, the tail
yeah.
part's hanging out, you're still good.
Oh,
Uh,
see, yeah,
thank you,
big pike
Fishing with
torpedo
Sabrina.
my rod. How big was the pike? Yeah. Pike opens up in our area this Saturday. So
Oh,
I'm
I bet
super
you can't
excited
wait for
for
that.
that. Yeah, because it's a good you just get out there casting and catching, and it's nice to throw some big jigs around, and you
Now,
know,
we do have someone from Australia in chat. He's
okay.
carping down under.
Oh,
His name is
okay.
Therapy.
Yeah.
I've had
That'd
him,
be like what be 9 in the morning there, I guess, maybe something. I can't remember
maybe
the
something
time
like that.
difference.
He's been
Yeah.
he's been on my not my live stream, but a friend of mine's live stream as a guest once before, which was
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
We get people from across the pond coming in here and
That's
talking and stuff
interesting.
like that.
Yeah.
So why not have someone from Canada, our neighbors,
That's
come in
right.
and join us?
And I cannot wait for the borders to open. I have so many plans. Like I've met so many great Americans through social media, and I have so many plans to get down and just tour everywhere. We've driven the boat down to Florida, and we've gone that far, but I'm ready to do a whole tour, like do the Midwest and the northern states, and yeah, and
Hmm.
see what it's all about.
He says it's 11, 12 after 11 a.m., 11, 12 a.m.
Oh, 11, 12, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Yes, I did. I have been to Australia. I've been to I spent a couple months there, and that would be 2003. That was when I was finishing school, and that was a long time ago. But yeah, I spent some time in Sydney and went up to Queensland and um North Stradbroke Island, I believe. Is
Wow.
yeah. So
You've been around
yeah.
everywhere.
But you know what? Now I'm enjoying exploring the lakes closer to home, right? Because I'm around the Rideau Lake system and St. Lawrence River, and I'm around the Great Lakes, and I have a lot of water to still discover up here. So that's I did a lot of traveling in my younger years, but oh, buzzbaits, pike, yeah,
Cherry
I love
Lane says
buzzbaits.
those pikes are crazy on buzzbaits.
Oh yeah, the topwater pike is something. Yeah, even people are doing topwater for crappie, and I tell you, it's fun. Topwater
Oh yeah,
anything is the best.
they're
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I really like pike too. It's pretty high up on our list of fish to eat. I'd start with
And
crappie for sure. Then I like my perch and walleye, but pike is right up there.
it is.
Oh
He
yeah,
lives in Sydney, Greenland. Is
is
his
my
place
place for
for my
retirement.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Florida. Yeah, that's right. It's Queensland is beautiful.
People flock to Queensland to retire. Me, I'd be going to the nearest bush that had a big pond, a big lake, a river on it.
There's
Retired. I wouldn't be going to the city.
no.
No, that ain't
No,
me.
there's some pretty rough country in Queensland too. So that's where I saw a lot of the interesting spiders and stuff. But yeah.
I gotta take care of
And,
that frog croak.
oh, is that yeah.
Someone mentioned it in chat. I'm like, okay, I gotta take care of that problem. There.
Frogs croaking?
I wasn't paying any attention to it until someone said something. It's just natural for me because I like nature ringtones on my phone
Yeah.
and my
Usually have
tablet.
crickets. Yeah.
I don't got crickets. I got frogs. I got birds. I got all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. The wildlife, yeah, we have a lot of good wildlife. The loons are going crazy now. I love it.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Yep.
Hey, Norman, this is going to be the big cat trophy for the meet and greet in May.
So where's this happening? That's looks like a bass on the top of that.
It is. They didn't have a catfish trophy, so I used the bass. That's going to be at Wren Lake in Benton, Illinois.
Okay.
Hey, Jason Lamb, welcome, bud. So,
So,
tell us
so
a
you
little bit
guys
about
mostly
yourself.
well, so my career is I'm a mental health nurse working with the police. I used to work in the federal correction system, um, in the psychiatric unit. So needless to say, I need to fish as much as I can. Um, I fish on my lunch break. I fish, after work if I can, and my boss has been really great to let me work my 5 days in 4 days so I can have an extra day off to fish a week. And I just can't stress enough how great I think it is that people fish and how passionate the fishing community is. And, it's the best way to look after yourself. And I love it.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So, we're pretty passionate about taking first responders fishing. It's, something we do at least we try once a week to get somebody out, and if either it's just shoreline or go on the boat for a bit or come out on the ice for a bit, we just want to get people out fishing, and we love it. We do it with our kids, and something we could do any day of the year. Because some fish have seasons, but fishing doesn't. There's always something you can target and something to go for, and yeah, we love it.
Everybody,
Yeah, plans for the meet and greet, eh?
Yeah. We always have a bragging rights tournament there for just
Yeah.
for bragging rights, but we have 4 trophies, first, second, and third, and 1 for biggest fish. And Jason Lamb is last year's winner, but he has to defend his winning spot this year. Jason, there's a biggest fish trophy added to this year's meet. Because last year
And
he
it's just
caught,
for bragging rights.
yeah, just for bragging rights.
Nice.
And last year he caught 4 fish in the middle of the tournament, weighing 120 pounds
Oh my God.
in less than an hour.
It's a whole other, that's what I love about, yeah, I love about fishing, right? Like you can, the catfish people are different from the trout people, and the competitive bass people are in a world of their own. And there's just, yeah, there's so much out there for anybody, right? And it's
Right.
super cool.
We have people here that bass fish, crappie fish, bluegill fish,
Yeah.
but a lot of us like to target just the flatheads, the blues, the
Yeah.
channels.
The size, the size, right? I don't know. Like maybe you guys can explain to me, what is it about, like I like bass because, well, they're easy. You get a lot of them,
Oh,
it's pretty
you get a
fun.
lot of catfish, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
the
but what is it
catfish,
about
I
catfish?
mean,
Is it the shoreline? It
it's
just seems fun.
it's the bait you use to get them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people don't, or go to, some people in the catfish community has this new fad that they use. It's chicken breast with either anise,
Yeah.
mixed with Jello, or mixed with Kool-Aid or whatever, and they put them on a circle hook and cast out and catch some decent-sized cats. Like
Yeah.
Palmetto, he just got his. He's in chat and he caught his new PB, a 52-pound blue on a small piece of uh, chicken breast. But a lot of people, they'll go with bluegill, shad, skipjack,
Yeah.
Asian carp, big head carp, red horsesucker, or buffalo for baits, which is natural
Yeah.
for catfish to eat. So
You're allowed to fish with Asian carp, eh?
yeah, it's an
Okay.
invasive species.
Yeah, we're
So it's
supposed
a
to
big
just
head
kill
carp.
them. Yeah. We're
Oh, we
supposed to just
kill them,
kill
but
them.
we kill them and we use them for catfish bait
Okay.
because they're real bloody. Hey,
Yeah.
Sabrina, for you guys that just joined in, this is Christine Leeper. Her YouTube page is Impure Outdoors. The link is in the description below. She just started a YouTube page. She's also in Facebook. So if you like to go over there and friend her out and look at all the videos and pictures that she has from the perch, the crappie, the northern pikes, man, she has an amazing amount of pictures.
Oh, I fish a lot. Yes. I try. I
Almost
try.
make me. You almost. Thank you, Sabrina, for posting that link. And
Thanks. Yeah, I'll get you guys back after.
yeah, Palmetto Cats. He has a show on Sunday nights just before mine,
Okay.
and he does live chats. He does content, catfishing, stuff like that. Catfishing contests are, yeah, contests and live streams on Sundays, and he's an amazing guy. Catfish Headhunter also has a channel.
Yeah.
Everybody here has channels and they have videos up on there. Uh, we can teach you whatever you want to know about catfishing and answer your questions about catfishing. But
What's
tonight,
your
this is
PB? Like what size are you looking for? Like what?
me. I look for the biggest and baddest catfish out there. I my personal best for a flathead is 47.
Wow. That's
And
crazy.
the Illinois state record is the 81-pound flathead.
Is it? Okay.
Uh-huh. Illinois
What's
state record for a blue is 124 pounds. And my personal best blue is 83.
wow, that is nuts.
But
And you caught that in Illinois?
uh-huh, on the Kaskaskia River. And I go out, I like to target the bigger cats.
Yeah.
If I don't catch a big cat, I'm mad. It's just
Is
being
it?
out there. No,
And the big ones, are you practicing catch and release with the big
yeah,
ones or
a lot
yeah,
of us, a lot of us in the catfish community, if we catch them over a certain size frame, we let them go
yeah,
back
yeah.
because we want to keep the population growing.
Yeah, so the big ones are the better breeders and
Right.
more higher quality eggs, yeah.
I haven't seen anybody keep a 124-pound blue yet.
No. I see somebody I'd rather catch 100 dinks than one big fish. So I'm
Oh,
looking at like,
that had to be that had to be Norman.
oh,
Catfish the
did it?
headhunter.
Catfish headhunters. I guess
That,
it's
I knew who that was when you said that.
oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of the panfish is
Well, his hunted fish could be blue cats or flatheads like that, or a channel cat like that. Is what I
yeah.
call. I call him the cradle robber.
So where do I mainly fish?
Yeah.
Well, so I mean the lake I live on it's a fairly large lake. So I never ever get bored there, but I do try to. I'm St. Lawrence River area, Lake Ontario, and any of the Rideau lakes. I'll hit any lake around here. And then yeah, when I go to Florida, which we have hauled the boat down there, we try to go once a year. I like the Kissimmee Lake chain, that area. So those are the areas I'm most familiar with. But I mean, this area that I'm living, where I'm from up here, it's really the best for smallmouth bass. I think that's what we're best known for, and there are some good, musky fishing and pan fishing and ice fishing is great. But yeah, smallmouth bass I think is what most people would come to this part of the world for.
Yeah.
Get the Bassmaster Elites and stuff. They're just about 30 minutes down the road from us. That's yeah.
There's a little green smallmouth bass. I mean, I tell you what, they're good bites.
Oh yeah,
But people have
smallmouth
a fit
bass.
when you keep two or three of them.
Yeah.
People have a fit when you keep bass or the smallmouth.
Oh, people do, yeah. Say, my gosh, there's one tournament organizer up here last year. He was running the provincial bass tournament, and anyway, he killed 250 smallmouth bass out of the St. Lawrence River, and he's been banned from tournament organizing forever. Huge fine, has left the province. It's people are really protective of their bass. Yeah.
I'm not going to kill that many. I'm just going to kill 5 or 6 and take them and eat.
Six, yeah. Six is your limit, and that's your right. It's I personally I'm a catch and release. I don't like bass. I really prefer to eat panfish. And yeah, and I do the bass tournaments for fun, and I'm more there because I like the beers in the parking lot after and stuff. But I'll go out and compete for them. Um, but yeah, I don't keep them just for that reason. But if you have the license and you're allowed to keep six and you keep six, that's your right. Nothing I can say about it.
No.
And some people say smallmouth tastes better than largemouth. I think probably because they're from the colder water and
Yeah.
yeah, but
Plus, they don't have a lot of the fat that the largemouth have neither. Too.
yeah.
So.
Well, the largemouth just sit in nice swampy water, just sit there,
Uh huh.
eat whatever swims by their face. But
Yeah. Whatever
yeah,
swims
smallmouth.
up by their face, they're like the muskie. They're the predators.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It
Hello,
must.
J Dog or JB, as I call him.
Oh, J-Dog, yeah.
I call him JB because, and it's
John's
his
voice.
birthday today. So happy birthday! And
Oh,
no, I'm not singing you a
thank you.
happy birthday neither.
Why not?
Sabrina wants to know what's your favorite panfish to catch and eat.
Oh, crappie all day long. I think they're the most beautiful. I think, yeah. Oh, I just love them. Yeah, they're the most fun to catch. They're elusive, so it's sometimes it's just rewarding to catch them because once you find them, you're on them, right? But
Oh
they're
yeah.
more of a challenge to find for sure. But
Once you find where they're sitting at, and you know where the beds are, where they like to hang out at, there
you got it made.
could could be five in there, it could be 500 in there,
Yep.
and you can catch them left and right.
Oh yeah.
You weed
And they're
out
the
the
best
small ones and keep the
tasting.
big ones.
Yeah, I really think they're the best tasting. They're so fresh. One of my friends down from Oklahoma actually turned me on to cornmeal. We haven't we I know you guys are probably more familiar with cornmeal, but that was a big discovery for us up here. We are used to like beer batters and just making our own battered fish, but this was the cornmeal is a like game changer for us. Like
Well,
I love it.
a lot of people love the cornmeal down here. I like more
Yeah.
of my flour batters I make from scratch.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Because
what we've been doing. But the cornmeal it's a nice treat. Yeah, it's crispy. It's I don't know. So we're just trying different things, right? I really want to master the best taco recipe and crappie are perfect for that. And same with perch too.
crappie and perch are the best fish tacos you can get.
Yes, absolutely. There's no arguing there.
But I have to go all the way up to Chicago just to get perch.
What's that? Oh, 4 pounds is the current record for crappie. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that's a port.
That'd
Oh,
work
that's
out
in
to yeah.
Ontario.
But yeah,
Sabrina,
like I
she's
mean,
on it.
pardon me.
Sabrina, she's on it. She'll pull up
Yeah.
wherever the guest is at, pull up the records of the biggest fish and the weights and everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that. Yeah. I actually had this Fish Ontario poster that I had hanging in our like taco room, but it had yeah, all the weights and crappie wasn't on there, but it has all the Ontario weights and the boys buddy caught 2 giant muskie today. Like, yeah.
boy,
That's a good day. That's a good day if you even
that's
catch
an awesome
one.
day. You get two
Yeah.
awesome. You catch two muskie back in one day.
Yeah.
That is nothing to scoff about because that's a hard thing to do.
Oh, getting one is amazing. I
One
you
is
know I don't know that I'll ever get out to go for them, but I would gladly accept a surprise catch. No, any day.
yeah, in the Mississippi, you don't know what you're going to catch when you throw out live bait.
That's
But
great though, eh? That's fun.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
That's much like a lot of the lakes around here, especially on the Rideau Canal system, because there's a lot of lakes. They go for far distance through the lock system, and yeah, you never know what you're going to catch. It's great. A lot of multi species.
She's good.
Yeah. Lake Simcoe. Yeah, Lake Simcoe is a bit away for me, but I really, really want to go there. They have the best perch. Yeah, 31 pounds, Lake Simcoe smallmouth. Not surprising. I'm surprised it's there as opposed to St. Lawrence River, but
Right.
yeah.
But Sabrina's
The,
one of who's really started stepping up with the links and information.
yeah,
9 times out of
perfect.
10, I don't have to ask her; she just does it.
That's what you want. Cornmeal hurts your stomach. Yeah,
Cool.
I could see a lot of it. I don't know. I want to try frying it in peanut oil too. I
Uh,
just want to
peanut
spoil
oil,
myself.
or you can try canola oil.
We have canola, yeah.
Uh, Canola
Okay.
oil or peanut oil, or there's one other one. I can't think of the name of it. It's really healthy for you.
Oh, probably just yeah, vegetable oil. Who knows?
Vegetable oil has it don't have a
High enough.
high heat rate before it starts
Yeah,
burning off.
olive oil too. I don't know if olive oil. I
Or
usually we
olive
use
oil has
canola.
starts burning at a lower temperature.
Yeah.
But your peanut oil and your canola oil are your two best oils to use.
Yeah. Yeah. Peanut oil is a little more expensive. See, somebody's asking about my accent. It's, yeah, it's Canadian. I don't,
She's
yeah.
a Canadian sister that loves fishing.
Yes, very much. I see. I think, Canadians are more non-regional dialect, right? I think, and what I like about Americans is that each state has its own
Own
accent,
little
right? And we just
accent.
all sound the same up here. We're pretty
Uh-huh.
boring. Yep, it's you can't tell if somebody's from Ontario as opposed to,
No.
well, sometimes you can, but
Hello, fishing chick.
what's up, the fishing Sasquatch?
That's me.
Fishing.
There's a story behind that. I'll explain that one a little bit. Okay, so there is a high temperature olive oil.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Maybe not extra virgin.
Christian with Sabrina says Louisianans have a high love for Canadians.
All right,
I
oh
don't know. I
yeah,
don't want
well,
to know what that is or anything, but
the Cajuns are French, right? There's a lot of descendants from up here, yeah, from Nova
okay.
Scotia, yeah.
You guys probably understand each other when you guys talk the French dialects or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Cajuns, yeah, that's and A, oh, I do say A lot. I don't say don't you know. Not too often. But we're out and
hey,
about a lot. It's
I can understand that. I can get by with that. But if you guys have any questions for her, please uh, put them in chat and we'll get them asked to her.
from
So what
Kentucky.
kind
I've
of
been going
rods
to
and reels do you use?
I use a lot of Shimano products. Yeah, I got lucky this year actually. I put in a couple draws and I won a couple Vanfords spinning reels. So those are a good score for me. They're good reels. And yeah, and I have my, my drop shot setups. Um, the extra fast action on the tip and good spinning reel, usually 2,500, just so I can hold enough 10-pound braid, and I use a 8-pound fluoro leader for drop shotting. That's a pretty common technique for me to use for smallmouth. And then I like my medium heavy 7-foot rods for bait casting, and that 8-to-1 gear ratio. The Shimano's, I love the SLX reels. That's pretty much all I use for bait casters. But I don't have any of the heavy gear, for carp fishing or for musky fishing, for big channel cats and stuff. But yeah, I love reaction baits, so I love flinging out a bait caster and anything from spinner baits, chatter baits, big swim baits for pike and inline spinners. And yeah, I just love that. Just casting, retrieving, casting, crankbaits and feeling, them bounce off the rocks and um, pull them through the weeds. And I love everything. I love everything that I can feel that I can interact with under the surface with my baits. I'm all about it. Flipping, I do need to spend more time flipping and pitching those jigs into the weeds and pulling out the big fish. But yeah, I'm happy just fishing and being out on the water. And yeah, one cool fish. I
Uh,
don't know if you guys ever catch bowfin down
yeah,
there, but
we catch them down here.
this lake has a lot of bowfin in it, and even some burbot and ling, which are pretty common to catch through the ice. Um, but yeah, I'm just reading
Fishing with
about the
Sabrina wants
Shimano's.
to know how many tournaments have you competed in?
Well, this would be my fourth year that I'm. No, gosh, is it my fifth year? I don't know. Is that awful? But I try to get into about 8 to 10 a year. Um, I've only come third a couple of times. It's those are big accomplishments for me to. Um, one time I came third with my partner that I live with, and I joined a tournament last year with a different partner. And we ended up coming third, and it was just good that yeah, it was a big accomplishment for me to place and do and cash some checks, with different partners. I'm going to try doing some tournaments hopefully this year on my own. Just want to be out there on the boat by myself and make those decisions and kind of see how I stand up next to some of the guys here. But yeah, we have it, and then every fall there's a great tournament up here on Big Rito Lake that's close to my home, and it's biggest fish of the day. Cash is a check for 10,000. So that's a
That's
fun
a good
tournament that
healthy
we.
check.
What's that?
That's a good healthy check.
It is, yeah. So everybody puts in $100, so it's like $200 for a boat with partners, and yeah, you go out and it's kind of a cool system because it really is. You're just going for the one big fish of the day. You're not weighing in fish every hour and running and gunning. You just you're pulling in fish and you're looking, going, well, this is a pretty good bass. It's 4 pounds, but it's not going to be the big one, right? So you're throwing
No.
those back, and you're only allowed to have one in your live well if you're going to weigh it in. And they had polygraph machines there. They had scientists from the university so they could tell whether the fish was freshly caught or not. And it's a pretty big deal, but it's fun. If you catch that big fish, it's yeah, it's 10,000. So last year was in October, and the debate was, whether it was going to be a smallmouth or a largemouth, but um, it was a largemouth, and it was over 6 pounds, and it was great. Boat.
So
Yeah, so I have, yeah, so we have two boats. We have a bass boat, and that's my guys. I'm just yeah, responding to Sabrina here. And I
yeah,
last year I invested in my own little aluminum 16 footer, 50 horsepower. Um, and that's for my bombing around. And if I hit rocks and whatever, that's okay. And yeah, I have a lot of fun in that boat. But then we have our bass boat. It's a Phoenix, 18 foot, 175 horsepower. It's not um, great compared to some of the amazing bass boats that are out there now, but I think to spend $100,000 on a boat is insane. So we're going to stick with what we got, and it gets us around okay, and it has working live wells and some of the graphs. But the big thing now in tournament fishing, especially for bass, is live scope. Like you can't even compete without it now. So
I was
we
just
gotta.
fixing to ask you what kind of you already said you have live scope, so
No, we don't yet. We've officially said, I've been torn about it because it kind of takes some of the magic out of fishing for me, right? Like some of it, I like the mystery and throwing it out there and seeing, kind of what's on the end of your line, right? The live
right.
scope is just taking some of that magic and mystery out from it, and it's some of the challenge. Um, but to compete in tournaments and stuff these days, it seems to be going that way. So we're considering it. It's not totally off the table, but we're going out in tournaments now, and we're pulling in what we think are crazy good bags, and we're seeing these guys with live scope just out there, just they're staring at their screen and they're just flipping specifically to certain fish that they can see on their screen. They can tell how
Right.
they're reacting to their baits. They can tell how big they are. That there's no mystery to it, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you do any crappie tournaments up
No,
there?
they've there have been some in the area. A lot of them haven't been going the last couple of years. The populations have changed. Um, but yeah, if there were any, I'd be interested in it for sure. But they haven't had any. And there have been a couple in past years during the winter, especially. But yeah. Do I have
Any
sponsors? Yeah,
sponsors?
I have a couple sponsors. One is, yeah, I have PL Outdoor Wear. I love their clothes. That's the logo. But he does a lot of he designs, your tournament shirts. He has some nice carp shirts and stuff out there now. But I use them for all my tournament wear and hoodies and all that stuff. And then I'm also sponsored by Fishing Assault Plastics. Now they're down in the States, they're out of Iowa. And I love them for my panfish. I think they're the best panfish plastics. And I was excited just to, get on with them and get the discount because, yeah, they're just really great for the microplastics and stuff to use, especially for the winter. And this time of year when I'm out fishing for panfish, I'm still using a slip bobber and a jig head. And um, so, yeah, fishing a salt is really great plastics if you're using them for crappie and yeah.
So, where's your honey hole for your big perch?
It's not Lake Simcoe, surprisingly.
Because I know
Yeah,
people
like
in
I
here. I know. I shared a couple of my pictures of you and your slab perch that you caught,
yeah,
and he goes, "Those aren't Illinois crop perch.
no,
Those are
no.
Canadian perch." He knew exactly where they came from just by looking at it.
Oh yeah, and Simcoe like has crazy like people are catching 14-inch perch all the time, like it's no big deal. Now the ones I can get around this area can be anywhere from 12 to 13 inches, but you're keeping like the 10-inch ones to eat. Um, but you'd be surprised. You never know where the perch will be. There's this little pond just down the road from our lake, and my lake is big and it has big perch in it, but you can um, you can go all day looking for them, but there's some little lakes, back lakes around here that you just luck into them. I go where wherever it says there's perch, and if there's less pressure and those perch have a chance to grow, like and I can't even recommend kind of where to find them because I find them in all different depths too, anywhere from sometimes they're in 10 feet of water to 20 feet of water. Right now they're kind of coming up. They're finishing the spawn. They're up and down, catching some off my dock here. But yeah, and then in the summer you're finding them at 20 feet deep again or so. And um, yeah, I don't know. I could find the perch. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's just the plastics I'm using. I don't ever use minnows or um, artificial or sorry live baits because a lot of times I don't have them on me. I just want to use whatever I have in my car, and so I go with the plastics. And for some reason, I can get pretty decent perch on them. Yeah, but I prefer crappie if I can.
Yeah, but you go looking for crappie and you find perch.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times, like those bright sunny days, like I love going for perch on those days because and they're good when you get them big. They're an awesome fight. And then a lot of times, you're catching your crappie at nighttime in the evening here, and that's when they seem to be the best bite, and that's okay. So we catch our perch and bluegill during the day, and then we load up on crappie at night, and it all fills the freezer, and they all have different limits too. So,
Now, do you have a perch? Is your season for perch set, or is that just open year round?
yep, all the panfish are open year round. Um, So it's one thing. It's another reason why I love panfish, right? Because no matter what, there's no season for them. You can go and try and catch them, right? And yeah, and I mean, I mostly just eat them in the winter and the spring, but they're always fun no matter what.
So the crappie jigs, do you hand tie them, or do you? What kind of jigs do you use?
We do like this time of year right now. We find the little hair jigs and stuff do work pretty well, but for the most part right now, I'm using again just little plastics, like anything minnow looking, on a jig head under a slip bobber. And yeah, like right now, up until June, we'll find them, anywhere from 3 feet of water to 10 feet of water. And, where there's new lily pad growth and where there's new milfoil growth closer to some of the rock piles and stuff that are warming up the water right now. But yeah, I'm still using little plastics, and a lot of people have a lot of luck with little minnow jigs
Yeah,
too.
I normally have a co-host on here, but she's not feeling good right now, so she's not
Oh,
here tonight.
you hate to hear
Uh,
anybody not feeling good these days.
she's been having issues with StreamYard, and it just got to her to where she's getting frustrated with it and everything, and
Uh,
so she couldn't get on.
So yeah, they're just frustrated. That's
Right. She's trying to figure it out, and I've been trying to help her, but uh, she just got worked up on it, and it just was get. She got so worked up, it was making her sick.
okay. Yeah. Stress and frustration will do that. It's
Mm-hmm.
has to be. It's what I do for a living. It's to help people through that. It's so, of all the things I've done in my life, I can't say that anything's helped people like fishing, right?
Right.
Yeah, I even like to talk about it. I'll talk about it with anybody, obviously. It's just, yeah,
Yeah.
even that makes me happy.
Because she's wanting to be up here and talk with you and get to know you.
Yep.
She's actually looking forward to it.
Oh,
I believe she uh, sent a friend's request to you on
oh,
Facebook.
okay. You know what? I'm really like on Facebook. If you have a fish in your picture, like I'm accepting it. I've
Yeah.
met some of the best people on there. So,
Well, it'll be catfishing Katie Collins.
oh, I have yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
She
yeah. We're
she's one
friends.
of
We're friends on there now.
yeah. She probably went and requested you, and she came up under it as one of my friends too. So
Yep. No, I don't know. The fishing world and community has never failed me, right? I've really met great people. Um, I can't say that, some women unfortunately have had bad experiences in this world, in this industry, and sometimes they might go about it and meeting people there, however way they're comfortable with it. But I haven't experienced any of that. I haven't experienced anybody being rude to me or um, dismissing me or not taking me seriously or, yeah, even being making sexual comments. I haven't experienced any of it. So I've really been really happy to be in this fishing world and to meet people. And it's been through social media. So really I'm yeah.
well,
If
but
you're into fishing, like we're good. I don't care about your politics. I don't care
no,
about where you're from, what
because
your income is, where you work. I don't care about
I
any of
just
that. If you fish, we're good.
right. I just look at it this way: you're just a fellow fishing woman or person.
Yep.
It's not about the sex; it's about what we have in common.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not about the sex, but it's more of what we have in common, what we can share, what the information and stuff like that.
Yep. I've really enjoyed it.
And we have shows every night, 7 nights a week. Some
Nice.
nights is 2 nights a week, and getting into the catfishing community and listening and talking and learning. Boy, they can talk catfishing, they can talk tournaments, they can talk.
Yeah.
Uh, when no Thursday night is Panfish Nation,
Okay.
and I think every other Saturday I think they go live. And I tell you what, it's a good community. We have Catfish Weekly Monday night. We have Catfish and Coffee podcast right after Catfish Weekly. Tuesday night is Muskrat's Adventures. Wednesday night's Patriot Catfisherman. Thursday night is Bait Shop with Shad and Dockery. And right after that is Panfish Nation. Friday night is Stan and Creo, boat bank to boat. Saturday night is Greenwell, Mike Greenwell. He's on live on Saturday night. Sunday night's Palmetto Cats, and after him it's me.
Yeah.
And we cover. I mean, when it first came out, it's only 2 shows, 2 live shows a week.
Yep.
Then it just took off.
Well, it's amazing how you can never get sick of talking about it, right? Like
Oh, we
you
don't.
really can't. Like,
We don't. I
No,
mean,
there's a few people I work with, right? That they fish, right? And you come into the office and you see them sitting there, you're like, oh, here we go, and everybody else just can't stand it because we're instantly immersed in the discussion of fish, and I could do it all day, every day.
I mean, we cover everything from Panfish Nation. They cover jigs. I mean, they they have people that tie jigs on Saturday nights. They have people from all over the place. I epic catfish, uh, and it's amazing with this community.
Yeah.
This uh, community is amazing, and we
Well, I can tell. Yeah.
we have a community that will take care of its own. If someone's
Well, I
in
appreciate you guys
need or they
invited
have,
me in. Yeah.
you're more than welcome because we all need help getting started out
Yeah.
and getting the channel out there, getting them known into community where they pan fish and stuff like that. It helps.
Yeah. And we really like our message is we just really want to show people how happy it makes us, and I really believe fishing is something you can do um, with whatever budget you have, right? It can be simple, it can be extravagant. You can do it with your friends, your family, your kids, your elders. It really there's no limit to it, and I think it could be done anywhere, depending, well, where you live. But I know up here it's really easy to come across water to fish, and you could fish for anything, anywhere, anytime. And I just think it's the best thing to do to get out there and clear your mind. And I don't know. I've never seen anybody in a picture holding a fish with a frown on their face.
No,
Um, Ever, right? Like it
everybody I've
doesn't
seen that.
matter. I caught some kind of catfish in Florida one year, and it was on a chatterbait, and it was. And I remember I was so petrified of this thing because I thought, oh, like I'm gonna get stung. I'm gonna whatever. So I'm holding this catfish in this picture, and I'm petrified of it, but I'm smiling so big, um, and my cheeks hurt after, and yeah, I just love it.
This is a guy from Australia,
Oh yeah,
Jeremy, and it was 2 years ago on my channel. Right when I first started it, I was doing DIYs on it, and he came across my channel, and he's been here ever since. And he's gotten people in on it following him in the catfish community, and all he fishes for is carp over there.
yeah,
And this is how the community rolls.
that's great. I'd be interested to see what the carp's like down in Australia. If you get
Uh,
your common and your mirrors and all that.
oh,
Yeah,
he's got them all down there.
that's cool.
He has a channel where the videos on there, and it's just amazing watching some of those. I wouldn't say fish. They are fish, but they're almost like a freaking hog.
Well, they're in the minnow family, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah,
think
but
they're actually a big
I'm saying
minnow.
these are almost like 35, 40 pound carp.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but I think they're actually technically in the minnow family.
Yeah, they're
They
technically in the minnow family, but those things don't look like a minnow.
You know what? I have to say that when we're kind of starting our program to get first responders fishing and looking into the therapeutic value of it, carp fishing actually came across as the most therapeutic fishing because they're the most elusive and smartest fish, and the reward of catching them, I guess. I've never caught one. I've never tried. I don't have the equipment for it. Um, but it's I guess just the reward from it is so great, right? Because they're challenging. They
Yeah,
evade capture
but
up
they
until the
fight
very
like
last
hell.
minute. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. They really like they will purposely wrap themselves around roots and stuff to try and
Right.
evade capture
Once
and
you hook into them,
and
they'll fight like anything they can.
yeah.
And
No, they yeah.
I mean, They'll look for anything they can wrap themselves on.
Yeah. Oh, it looks amazing. Yeah, no, there's quite a lot of people into carp fishing up this way, and it's
Oh,
impressive.
a lot of people fish for them down here too, but when we catch them, we use them for bait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the team from Friday nights in here, two stands fishing and Creole catfishing from bank to boat. Uh,
Growing came full of
hey
fish.
dog, that ain't happening.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to lose subs just for trying to sing happy birthday to you. That ain't going to
Well,
happen.
I think it's only fair. It's
No. Last time I
use
sang
her for
a happy
shark bait.
birthday to
Use her
someone,
carp for.
last time I sang happy birthday to someone to make their ears bleed.
I like this. Isn't that crazy? Carpet down under. They use them for shark bait.
Yeah.
Guess
You
so.
know, the reason why is because they're bloody.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, people do the oh, the bow fishing for carp up here. Yeah, I
huh?
mean, like then you have to keep them right, and I don't
Right.
know. I think people make fish cakes. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, you make fish cakes out of them too as well, but
Yeah, I'd rather use them for shark bait.
yeah, because they're way too bony to eat.
Yeah, yeah,
Carbon data
yeah,
under says, and yes, Christina, it is therapeutic for sure.
yeah. I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to try them at some point, and someday I will. But
But see,
yeah, some
I
people catch them
use,
accidentally out fishing for smallmouth. That'd be crazy.
yeah, that'd be crazy. I've accidentally snagged one when I was fishing for bass.
Oh yeah,
Hooked into a bass, and the big bass ended up turning the right way and spit the hook. And I felt like I hit a log, and all of a sudden that log took off. Coming to find out, I hooked the bass lure that the bass had spit out, came out and hooked right into the carp, right underneath the dorsal fin. It wasn't what I was after, but
yeah. No, well, that's yeah. Yeah, you see people out snagging bowfin out here sometimes, and just
bowfin fishing, we have some records down here for some of them.
they are
Uh,
crazy. I always catch them when I'm in a tournament, and I think I just hooked into my biggest bass, and nope, it's
right.
just another bowfin. Like they're a crazy fighter.
Yeah.
They're pretty fun.
Fish with teeth. That's all they are.
Yeah, yeah.
People wonder why they get their hands bloody when they stick their hand in their mouth.
Bowfin is
Oh,
good
just a
eating.
little
I've
tiny
heard. I
teeth like that.
Yeah,
Little tiny barbs that'll cut the skin,
yeah.
which ain't don't do your fingers any good.
Where am I from? I'm from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, I'm interested in these people saying that bowfin is good eating because I've heard it's like kind of a mushy. Yeah,
Well, if you get them a certain time, like in the wintertime, they won't be as mushy. More when
yeah,
the water starts warming up, it's more uh they get more mushier.
yeah. It's kind of a new thing up here. People are starting to eat them as well as rock bass. That's newer.
Yeah, rock bass is a form of bluegill.
Yeah, yeah. And people apparently they taste like smallmouth, and it makes sense if they're.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've heard bowfin are extra horrible. That's what I think. But I don't know. I've heard people starting to try and eat them up here. You mix the meat with ground beef and make fish balls. Oh, okay.
So do you use mono or braid on your lines?
I use well usually fluorocarbon going for bass. But yeah, a lot of braid to fluoro leader. Mono in the winter. Yeah. But yes, no, I use more fluoro. But as a leader because yeah, some people use all fluoro and it's crazy expensive, but
Yeah, Creo says they have a lot of them down there, and they love the white spinnerbaits.
yeah,
Shallow hot water in the summer.
yeah. Shallow hot water in the summer, yeah, they're always sitting in there. So especially when you're throwing frogs in top waters, they love it because you
Oh
throw
yeah,
those up into the weeds and
let's both in hit anything.
yeah, the white ones. Rock bass are bony and terrible, yeah, and some people seem to love them. It's weird. Some people swear by them.
The white ones with the black dots from the north with red eyes.
Yeah, yeah, the rock bass, yeah.
Yeah, but they end up getting fatter quicker than the bluegills do.
Oh, they do, yeah. Well, yeah, they're usually deeper and
Yeah, they
more
deeper and
active
they hang in the
fish.
rocks, and whatever just comes out, they just swim out, attack it, and go back in the hole.
Yeah. Oh, a couple sets, yeah. Don't
Hey,
kill me, but I love
smallmouth
me a
eat
smallmouth.
smallmouth and bass
I've
are
heard
good
people
eating.
like smallmouth better than largemouth. It's I think just because their diet too, right? The smallmouth love,
Right,
their crayfish and their
right.
minnows and stuff. They're not eating
Now,
whatever the largemouth are eating in the swamps.
do you guys got gar up there
We have gar pike. They're not like the gar, not like alligator gar, no.
or spotted gar
Yeah,
or long nose gar?
yeah, like the long nose and spotted gars. They're more rare, but um, yeah, I caught some alligator gar down in Florida once. But yeah, and again, I don't. I've heard of some people eating them. I would think they would taste like pike, but I could be wrong. Yeah,
Braid the mono de floro, you're a catfisherman, and you
yeah.
don't even know it.
Well, what? My gosh, what pound test of flora would you even use?
For bass,
Catfish for
catfish,
catfish.
30-pound braid, 30-pound fluoro, 30-pound mono.
Okay.
Uh, we can go 20 pound braid all the way up to 45 to 60-pound braid. Reason why I like braid because it's thinner and it's stronger. You get them in
Yeah.
four strand, 8 strand, and 16 strand, which makes
Yeah.
them super strong. But a lot of in the catfish community, there's a toss up between mono and braid.
Yeah.
It never settle on one or the other for being the best. Braid, you have that quick hook set, and mono, you have that stretch. A lot of them
Yeah.
like the stretch. Others like that quick. When a fish picks up that hook and swims, it tightens just like that,
Give me-
and it brings that sinker up off the bottom and sets that hook quicker.
yeah.
A lot of people like
That's
that
why I
mono
like braid. Yeah.
because it has that stretch to it.
Yeah. That's why I like the mono in the winter and yeah, and especially panfish and stuff. You just want to feel that bite, but I like braid. I
I like
do.
braid because you feel everything in that water when you have that line,
Yeah.
whether you're jig fishing or carp fishing or cat fishing, and you hook into them, you feel everything in that line.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if you're
And
fishing deep, you want to have it more sensitive.
yeah, stand three and two stands fishing. They were doing a stand day live this morning, and they were gill netting for shad, and they had a 50.5 inch long nose
That's
speckled gar. That thing was
wow.
huge,
3 pounds off the record.
but me, that would have been dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because
For a
it's a
speckled
predator.
gar?
Yeah, gar is good eating because it's
Huh,
a predator fish and they eat other live fish, and
makes sense.
it's a white flaky meat, and it's very tender and sweet.
Well, it must taste a lot like pike then.
Yeah, it reminds me of pike and reminds me of muskie.
Muskie. That's crazy.
But hey,
You're the first person I've known, I think, to eat
because of the
muskie.
teeth reminds me of muskie because of that big. The bigger they are, the bigger the teeth.
Yeah,
And
right.
they're notorious for living a long time out of water. You can keep them out of the water 20 minutes while you're getting the net off them or anything and thinking they're dying. But as soon as you put them back in the water, they're gone like lightning.
Jeez.
And you think catfish is bad about keeping out of the water long periods of time? Gar is worse.
Really?
Yeah, you can lay them on the bank 10 feet away from the water. They'll wiggle their way all the way back into the water.
That's nuts.
I've seen people put gar on a shoreline 4 or 5 feet away, thinking they're going to kill the gar, and the gar just ends up working its way back right into the water. I don't understand why they kill it, but if they would quit doing that down here, they would have. Well, they wouldn't have as much as a problem they would have with the Asian carp and the big head carp.
Yeah, well, yeah, and and to even take it out of the water and leave it on the shoreline to rot, right? It's
That's illegal down here.
yeah.
Because Fish and Game get you for once in the waste,
Yeah.
and that holds a good $150 fine here in Illinois.
Well, it's better for the environment to throw it back in too, right? It's better for the. There's brutal. I don't get it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, calculated
Heroes
gar
is
live in the boat.
live in the boat is not fun.
No, I know. I've seen people. Yeah. No, everybody. A lot of people up here, they're wearing gloves and they're just
That's what
petrified
I
with their
didn't
mouths.
understand about Gar. Epic, he used to be a fish biologist.
Okay.
So they have an extra breathing system that allows them to gulp air to breathe. So they'll stay alive longer outside the water.
Isn't that? Huh.
I was always wondering about that. Thank you, Epic.
I love that. Well, I just even love, when you catch, we have a lot of lake trout in our lake up here. And when they come up, and they're burping out their air and you hear them. And then, as opposed
Right.
to when you catch smallmouth deep and sometimes, they get the bends there and you have to fizz them and pop their air bladder so they can float upright again. And yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
I don't like
bringing
to
them
fish
out from the if you're bringing them from the deep, I like having my drag set to where they can burp themselves coming up,
the lake
so you don't
trout.
have to. Yeah, so you don't have to burp them
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, well, smallmouth can't do that, right? So it's especially in a tournament or something, you have to keep them in the live well, right? You got to be prepared
Right.
to fizz them, and um, yeah. Luckily, it's something I find it satisfying. I love popping their air bladder and all the bubbles come out and they swim upright again,
Uh
and
huh.
yeah, yeah,
Basically,
it's
just
pretty.
sticking your finger down their throat to get the air bladder to release.
Some people needle them, the smallmouth even through the mouth. It's dangerous. It's better to do it on the outside, but yeah, I know smallmouth I can do it with. I've never had to do it
I
with
don't.
largemouth or
I don't
walleye, but
really needle them. It's almost like taking a small doll rod that's ball shaped on the end, pushing it down in there, pulling it back out, getting
oh
them to
yeah,
burp.
the smallmouth.
Uh huh.
Oh,
I've seen
huh.
people do it that way, and they burp them and they put them back in the water, and they just swim right off
Wow.
instead of trying to find the air bladder on the outside of them and burp them.
Oh, it's pretty easy with the needle. Like I don't,
Oh,
with the
you guys use
smallmouth
a needle.
anyway. Yeah,
You
I use
use
an 18 gauge needle and pop it in and work it under the scales. Yeah.
I like that little dull rod better because you don't hurt the fish as much.
Yeah, well, it's we actually have a guy up here at Queen's University in Kingston. His name's Bruce Tufts, and with all the Bassmaster elites and tournaments and stuff up here, he was looking at how to provide better care, fish care for smallmouth in the St. Lawrence River. But that's a practice that he swears by up here, and so that's what they teach a lot of the tournament anglers up here is the fizzing. So
That
that's
don't hurt
actually
them?
releasing them with a 18 gauge needle, and go about 4 scales behind their pectoral fin there, and um, put that needle in, and you put them back in the live well. You see the bubbles all come out. When the bubbles stop coming out, you pull it out, and that's how they practice it up here.
That don't hurt the fish or anything?
No, that's the most important thing is to make sure that you take the needle out before the bubbles stop, because then you don't want water to go back into them or anything. And
Right.
but the bubbles start slowing down, and then you're holding on to them in the mouth, and when they start biting and moving around, they're good to go. And you have to do it within about an hour of catching them, and you just keep an eye on them. You keep checking your live well, and if you see them floating upside down, then no, the needling doesn't hurt them. As long as, and we use clean needles. It's kind of funny going into the drugstore and asking for a bunch of needles, and you're not a diabetic or anything.
You're right. You're going up there. I need 18 gauge needles.
Yeah, I just need a bunch
Do
of
you have a
needles.
prescription for these? No,
Yeah.
but I need them.
I am a nurse, so I steal them from work sometimes, and but they and so, and the largemouth, their swim bladder's a bit down further and closer to the anal fin. Um, I've never. This is our slower to transfer from the swim bladder to the stomach. Yeah, this I've never seen them burped any other way than fizzed with a needle. So that'd be interesting.
If you have any kinds of questions, Epic, he's on. He has YouTube channel here.
Yeah,
If you can get a hold of him and you can catch him in any chat and ask him questions about that kind of stuff, and he'll answer them.
yeah,
He's, I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge
yeah. I got that's. It'd be interesting
for
to
fishing,
see. There's
for
videos about that.
whether it's catfishing, bluegills, crappie, sturgeon, whatever. He's got the knowledge
Mystery
for it.
and people eating drum, like this is different. Nobody up here eats drum, but they're quite common to catch.
But if you ever want to see some huge cats that's been caught on the Mississippi,
Yeah.
check this channel out.
Okay, I'll
There's
make
other
that
people in
mention.
here that have caught them, like fishing with Paula Smith.
Yeah.
She's a queen of 80-pound cats.
Nice.
There's a lot of people on here that's catching a lot of big cats. So,
Nice.
and Epic, he comes down to my area of the Mississippi to catch big blues, which makes me just wow. I knew they were
Yeah.
here, but I wasn't expecting to see him go 30 minutes from me below one of the dams I fish. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah. So and I like Alicia's point there about using needles to puff up night crawlers. Some people do it with their plastic swim baits and stuff too to make them more buoyant. And
right,
but no, I like your comment about catching smallmouth as deep. Up here I try not to catch them any deeper than 20 feet or so, because you run more of a risk of them getting the bends and their swim bladders kind of
right,
blowing up on you. But you can catch them anywhere from 20 to 40 feet. Um, and it's common practice for people to fish around that deep for them. But if you pull them up and if you release them right away, they're good. But it's just those tournament anglers that really need to learn about that important fish care, right? To make sure that they're being released healthy at the end of the day, and that usually
right.
means needling them at some point.
Yeah, but a lot of people do it differently. Like Epic was saying, taking a long cylinder
Yeah,
glass tube and
Yeah.
burping them through the stomach into the air bladder.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. To me, I think it's a lot safer than a dripping needle. Because I
It's well,
hate needles
if
anyway.
you do
But
it correctly, it's yeah, they really recommend against going in the mouth, but this is I'm talking about with needles though, when people would pop the air bladder from
right.
inside the mouth.
So they teach you and show you how to do it.
Well, no, it's kind of expected that you do, but this is the leading scientist in this area, Bruce Tufts, out of Queen's University, and he's somebody that does go to. He'll be at the tournaments like for weigh-ins, checking the health of the fish. They tag a lot of the fish up here, so you can report their size and their migration patterns and all that, or where they are in the water. And yeah, so that's the way he recommends. So there's just the YouTube videos, and the tournament organizers will put that information out, and but really it's kind of on the responsibility of the angler. I mean, I don't know that anybody does it another way. That they could. Nobody's out there watching you, right? But you just got to make sure those fish you're weighing in are healthy and healthy to be released at the end of the day.
Right. Now, if you had the choice of a fish that you'd fish for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Crappie.
I kind of figured you were going to say that one.
That would be it because I could eat them. They're fun. They're not, once you figure them out, like they're just so friggin' fun. And I can fish them year round and they're pretty and they're everything. So
Yeah, but you find them up there like they're hotcakes.
because I'm obsessed. So, it wasn't always that way. It
I
wasn't too
think
many years ago that I hadn't even heard of them because it
I think
wasn't in my family growing up. We went for bass. So I just learned about them and I'm obsessed with them. So I
Are you
just made
sure
it a
you're not
point.
an American down here that loves going after crappie?
I know. It's
Because you almost remind me of another woman that is in our catfish community. Um, Couple crosses fishing. Her
not
name is
sure.
Betty Jean. She tears up the bluegills and crappies like it's nothing.
Oh yeah.
If
I
anybody can post Betty Jean, a couple crosses link in chat, please do, because you it's amazing.
yeah, if crappie grew to be yeah, crappie fishing. I don't know what it is. I mean I love bass and when I right now maybe because I can't fish for bass, I'm saying crappie and maybe when I'm out fishing for bass, I don't know. But a crappie is just all around my favorite and they're beautiful and fun. But yeah, there's nothing better than ripping into a big, you know, hefty, fat
Right.
fall smallmouth that's just fight. I love, yeah. Smallmouth in the fall are hard to beat.
Trying to keep track of chat at the same time.
Yeah.
So you fish year round,
Yeah, every day if I
spring,
can.
summer,
Yeah.
fall, winter.
Yeah. Now I find
So
the fall is my weakest part. That's I mean after um the end of October, early November, it's the fishing gets tough. They're slowing down. They're getting into their winter mode. Um, so I tend to, take a little bit of a break for East, for Christmas, sorry, and to do shopping and housework and whatever. But no, I try to fish every day if I can. And once the ice is frozen, I'm on that ice every day. It's my favorite time of the year.
yeah,
And yeah, and then spring is fun when the
you
ice melts and you have ice out crappie and
you can
it's a
come
good
back to
time.
the live stream and tell the link. Oh yeah, but if you guys can, please share all the links in chat
Yeah.
because that way she can come back through here and click on all the links after this is over and
Yeah.
uh, show the love. Sabrina says, "Thank you for being a hero nurse as well as being an awesome angler."
Oh, thanks. It's
We support people on the front lines in this community, whether it's a nurse, firefighter, cop, police. Cop, uh, military, first responders.
it's excellent because that's a huge passion of mine. Um, yeah, and I really just want to get more first responders out fishing as much as I can, and I think it's just there's no better self-care and therapy. I really believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you get in a community like this, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You see a community that will stick together and help. Now, how thick of ice do you have up there this time of year?
Um, well, I mean, there's none. It's melting usually the end of March, but I'm usually out on 12 inches to. Yeah, I mean, they say 4 inches is safe. I like to go out on 6 or more, but I have no problem finding, um, 12 or more inches of ice through the winter. Yep,
Epic said
yeah,
it. Epic said it perfectly right there. You're a
yeah,
fishaholic. Hey, you're a catfish person, but you just haven't realized it.
yeah, it's true.
You're a fishaholic like everybody else here.
I absolutely am. And the best thing is that, I have a boss that even notices how much I need to fish. So if I get a little squirrely at work, it's, hey, take some time, go fishing. Like it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, ice
I'll tell you,
rods. Yeah.
I'll get that in here in a minute, Ace. Everybody's posting links in chat
Yeah.
for you.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get on there after.
And please post the live shows links as well so she can get them as well when they come on.
Yeah.
So she can,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody needs that kind of boss. I think I
Yeah.
understand that one.
Yeah. My bosses are, yeah, as long as I do my work, right? And I deserve a break once in a while. So
And
they know.
we have people like Catfish and Crappie. We have Lyle Stokes, Roger Dement with Muskrat Adventures, uh, James Smith with Patriot Captureman,
Yeah.
Chadwick for Fishing with a Chad, James Dockery Fishing. We got a bunch of amazing people. But Epic, he's up there.
Yep.
Yep. And we can't forget the school bus driver,
Nice.
Creole Catfishing. He will not step on a foot on ice no matter how thick it is.
That's
Everybody, I mean, Chadwick and Dockery always give him grief over that one.
it is eerie. For sure it's eerie. And but especially when it's forming and cracking and
Anytime I
it's
step on ice and I hear it cracking, I'm making a beeline back for sure.
yeah.
I no,
I know, I
If I'm
love it.
standing on ice, I don't want to hear a crack. I don't want to hear ping or pong or anything coming from that sound that's coming from ice. Because you know what's coming behind it ain't gonna be very nice.
No, it's not. We wear our floater suits, so we if we do happen to go through, we do float. So but it hasn't happened. We I take all those precautions because I have no plan on going through the ice anytime soon. It's not
All
worth
right,
it to me.
this is his type of ice fishing.
Yeah, ice fishing, your beer never gets warm. That's for sure. It's not a bad
No, I
time.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Epic says, those Canucks drive buses on the ice.
I have I have a 12-foot aluminum camper that we pull out. It has a little propane kitchenette in it and table. The fishing
Do you have
slow.
a
We'll
hole
play
cut?
solitaire in there, and
Do you have a hole
yeah.
cut in the camper where you can go right into the ice and fish?
Well, no, we're not. Well, like I don't think we're gonna drill the holes in there because we're gonna sleep in it, and yeah,
Okay.
I like fishing outside, so I like being out and exposed to
I
the
know some
cold.
people that
And
have campers with holes in it, so
oh yeah, we have a pop up tent that we put out. Like when we're out at night fishing for crappie, we'll sit in
that
that for
wasn't
sure.
that
But
was a Springer doing that one.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Two man stands fishing. Yeah, it does sound like whales when the ice is forming and it's haunting. It's
Uh-huh.
great.
No beer and ice on the ice, Creole. Gold Slagger
Goldschlager.
only.
Yeah. Yeah. Or what's
Oh,
the
Gold Slugger. Oh, a bottle of ice Gold Slugger.
Fireball or something? I don't know if you guys have that down there, but
Yeah,
Fireball people will
I
drink.
have Fireball.
Oh yeah, that's the people have a shot of that.
I have a gallon of that in the freezer right now. That's where I keep it. Boy, coming out of a hot summer day and take a shot of that, that takes your breath away.
Yeah, it
But when
does.
it comes out of that bottle, it don't come out like liquid. It comes out like honey. It pours out slowly. I thank you, Stan, for doing that. Posting the weekly shows in here.
Yeah. Yeah, Fireball or peppermint schnapps, yeah.
That way we can help her get uh, acclimated with the channels and everything in here so she can, if
Yeah.
she wants, she can join in on chats and everything
Yep.
and give her some people to look forward to and talking with, learning about catfishing and stuff with the questions you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got channel cats up there, which is good fishing
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
and a good table fare too.
Like to try it. Yeah,
And
I like the bullheads.
well, if you like bullheads, you like channel cats.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, channel cats don't hide unless they're
No.
unless they're spawning and they're going up in a box or something.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou, if you only knew what kind of I was smoking meats today, and I did a spray bottle spray, but it wasn't with apple cider vinegar or any juice. Well, actually, I had some juice, and I had lemon juice, vodka, brown sugar, a little bit of what was that? Molasses mixed in with it. So after the meat smoked for a couple hours, I'd go out there and spray it with a spray bottle. That came out good. The alcohol cooked off, but it gave a good bark and good flavor to the meat that was on the smoker. I
Canada's
didn't think
huge bullheads. Yeah. I'm just reading
I
the
didn't
chats there.
I didn't think Canadian whiskey would be that good for a
Oh,
spray.
it's good.
Oh,
Yes,
I
it's
love
good.
Canadian whiskey. That's one of my favorite alcohols to drink. But I'm like, okay, let's try this on the meat in the spray with some brown sugar, honey, and molasses, and a little bit of garlic in it. I have no complaints on it.
Yes. All right, I'll have
So,
to go through all these things. Yeah. It's good. I have homework.
hey, just think if you go in one of these live streams like Monday through Friday
Yeah.
or Monday through Sunday, you can pick up a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, that's great.
And once people get to know you and all that, it's amazing. Because I'm hoping to see you in here a lot more
Yeah.
and get you back up on here again.
You guys are a really nice community. Yeah, it's always good though, right? I love fishing and I love all kinds, and I love that I still have a lot to learn in a lot of ways, so it's good.
Right?
I'm not bored ever.
No. We have people that talk crappie. We have people talk pan fishing. We have people just because we're cat fishermen don't mean we're always just
Yep,
cat fishing.
yep,
But we got people here. We fish like me. I fish for bluegills, crappie, bluegills, bass, smallmouth bass. Anything I can put on the table for, I'll fish for.
yeah.
Panfish Weekly. That's it. That's when I send you about on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that Panfish Nation. Yeah, I'm interested in that for sure.
Uh, uh, Chunky Catch Fishing. Now that one, he's one that you love to watch him. If you ever wanted the guy that has high energy
Yeah,
and rods light up of a night,
yeah.
you love that's something that you need to see, experience. He is an amazing guy. And
uh,
I already told you about Palmetto Cats.
yeah.
Epic's never been bored in 40 years.
I don't plan on it. No,
No,
no, I don't plan on it.
40, 40. I'd say everything is catfish, catfish bait, as Creo says.
Oh,
Thank you for putting that out there, Uncle Lou.
yeah. Thank you.
Uh, Never a dull moment in this community. Jane S. said, whoops. Jane S. said it perfectly. There's never a dull moment in this community.
Yep.
So, what is your future plans for your channel?
It's we really are gonna focus on everything outdoors and kind of everything that the average day person can do outdoors with their family, right? Or either just what I'm going to learn along the way or what knowledge and wisdom we have to share. And it's going to be anything from fishing to hunting and get my kids involved as much as possible. But our message is really just how fun it is and how therapeutic and how great and healthy the outdoors is and how rewarding it can be and how amazing it is to bring your own food to the table and share that and teach. So um yeah, that's so it's we're gonna have the GoPro going all the time. We just bought a harness for our dogs so we can even put the GoPro on them and watch them rip through the woods when they're chasing deer, and we're gonna have it on the boat rolling all the time. So anything we have that happens, we hope to catch it on film and share it if it's interesting.
Do you guys hunt as well or what?
Yeah, I don't myself.
You bow hunt?
I was actually signed up for the course, but then COVID happened. But my kids do, so they go for for moose, deer, and turkey. And when we moved up to this area, they're hoping to get back into duck hunting. So that's yeah, it's turkey season right now. We have one
That's
so
cool.
far in the freezer. Yeah, it's yeah, so something, we'll share those experiences too, and we love it. Just love everything outdoors.
We have people here that hunt and fish, so you'll
Yep,
fit right in. We have an
that's
outdoors
good.
community that watches our channels, like JB Outdoors and stuff like that. We have people
Yep.
in the catfishing community that hunt and fish and turkey hunt. So I see you fitting right in this family perfectly. But it's amazing just to see how vast and of a variety of a catfishing community that we have.
Oh yeah. Well,
we
it
have a
really is. It just
person
comes down to just being outdoors, right? Like, I think that's
right
what at the heart of it,
outdoors
what we love the
fishing.
most.
Uh,
Yep.
a lot of us we fish for a lot of fish, but the main fish we like going after mainly is the cats.
Yes. Yeah.
We do have, hey Mark, there's Mr. Catfish and Crappie.
Catfish and crappie. Yeah.
He is an amazing person. He's the one that loves your perch.
Oh
He's the
yeah.
one that
Yeah.
told me that they weren't Illinois
No,
Illinois perch when he seen the pictures.
no, they are Canadian. We do our perch are delicious.
Oh, he knew it. He knew it just by the size of it.
Yeah.
Like he says, I love these fish.
We have dinkers or drinkers. Yeah.
And if you ever want to talk crappie, he could talk, and you and him would have a field day talking crappie.
I don't know about yellow perch being the best tasting, but definitely I fluctuate between crappie and perch for sure.
Yeah, you and him would have a field day talking crappie.
Oh yeah. I love
Yeah,
them.
he even ties his handmade hand tied jigs.
Yes. Oh, the hair jigs. Yeah, the little hair.
Yeah, the hair jigs.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
beautiful.
he does. He'll talk walleye to you too.
Yeah, well, yeah, walleyes, yeah, just opened up here and on the big river, but yeah, try for those next week. Yeah.
I gotta refresh this. I don't know why it does it, but it does it sometimes. But I mean, this community and the catfishing community in itself, there's nothing dull about
No.
it. Is every person that has a catfishing channel here, they produce videos, they do live streams, they, I mean, there's a lot of content.
In the big river, Uncle Lou. That's yeah, St. Lawrence River is what I keep talking about. The big river is close to us. St. Lawrence. Yellow perch, then pickerel, then walleye. Pickerel is walleye. Crappie sunfish, catfish, yeah.
Yeah, but
Everybody has that debate.
that's the only debate that's basically out mainly is crappie, walleye, crappie,
Yeah, that's
bluegill.
it. Perch and
No,
walleye are in the same family, so that's, they're one and the same, I think, to me. The thing about
oh,
walleye, though, is you don't want the
oh,
bigger ones,
he
right?
just
The bigger ones taste like mud. Yeah, I burbot. I really want to try burbot. They're in our lake, and I've never caught them.
talk to
But
him
yeah,
about
they're
it. He'll help you. He can help you with ways of
yeah,
catching them.
what they call the freshwater cod. Yeah,
Uh huh.
really
He
good
has
boiled and 7
he
up.
does a
Yes, I've heard that.
catfish and crappie live podcast Monday
Yeah.
after Catfish Weekly.
Yes.
So, and he also
Yeah.
co-hosts Panfish Nation with Lyle Stokes and
Yeah.
all right, streamer, stop this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lyle
Well,
Stokes and Catfish
I don't know
Weekly,
how
and
long you so I don't know
he
how long you
started
guys do.
Panfish Nation.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure how long you guys do this for. I
And
work tomorrow.
all right, that's no problem. I
That's
didn't know how long
you
you
guys
were
are an
able to
hour
do this.
behind. You guys are an hour behind me, so it's almost 11. Yeah.
Oh wow! Well, normally it's an hour and a half show or 2 hour show, but it gets carried away
Okay.
from time to time.
Yes, and
But
I
if
have
you
to
need to
get
go, that's no problem.
Yep. Yeah, school night and all that jazz.
A school night? Oh yeah, for the
Yeah,
kids.
I'm definitely going to be back.
Just let me know when you'll be back, and if
Christy go to bed. I know.
I I didn't know what her plans were. We were just talking and
I don't
chatting
know. We're
away.
just chatting. I know. Usually it's an hour up here, so I was like, "Oh, this is going.
No,
I can't believe how much
normally
time's passed."
normally it is, but lately with some of the guests I've been having on here, just we just get to talking and just run with it.
Yeah, there's no catfishing. I like it. I
Anytime
know.
there's no bedtime and catfishing. I
It's
like that
true.
one.
Well, it was really nice meeting all of you.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
we'll have you back up on here again.
Sounds good. I really
Anytime.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay. We will talk again.
All right, we'll talk again.
Okay. Okay, bye guys.
Bye. You have a good night. Hey, Mark, we got one of the trophies for the meet and greet up here for the biggest cat, biggest fish. I'll be having the other three trophies coming in within a week. So for those of you that two stands, it's in the description below. I had this one done this way in red, white, and blue. I like that design right here. That's why I had that one designed for the biggest fish. So um, there you go. That's her channel. She has one video on there. She'll be posting more. She's even on Facebook under Christine Leeper, Lapeer is her last name. You can find her under my friend list of friends on Facebook. So it's been a good night. No, that was a misspelling, Epic. I spelled that wrong. I apologize. I got that spelled wrong. But she covers all kinds of fishing. She goes from anywhere. She has some nice monster bluegills up there too. Yeah. Uh, she'll be around more, Epic. She wants to learn more about catfishing anyway. So, and we gave her a long list of subscribers and everything. She fishes, she hunts, she camps. She's an avid outdoorsman or avid fisherman. I think she'll spend more time fishing than I do with a boss like what she has. All these links will be helping her when she comes back in. Hey, Lyle. She just signed off. We were just fixing to wrap it up. You can go back and watch it. She's amazing. She'd be a perfect guest for you on Pan Nation, Panfish Nation. She covers all kinds of fish. Fish. She does tournaments and all that. We've been giving her all, links to all the channels in here so she can come back in and watch them and listen because she wants to learn catfishing. Hey, Sean Bell, how you doing? Yeah, I kind of tried to forewarn her about that one, but she wants to learn. She wants to. Yeah, she is a well-rounded angler. You said that one right, Sabrina. She goes in creeks and noodles for yellow belly catfish, the bullheads. I mean, I never tried noodling for bullhead, but she does. That would have to be an experience. I've noodled for bigger cats than that, but never not for something that's maybe a pound, pound and a half. Hey Jason, did you see the biggest fish trophy with a tournament? Yeah, she even said she noodles for bullheads. She don't. Yeah, Roman noodles. Yeah, everybody, let's wish J Dog a happy birthday since today is his birthday. Hello, right? We had an amazing guest on tonight, but you can go back and oh wow, 3 to 5 pounds. I didn't think they got that big up there. Those are some big cats. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Uh, Jason, I will send you a picture of one of the trophies we got for the meet and greet. J JB, are you coming down to the meet and greet too? Oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Hello, Dan. How are you doing today? Yeah, if you want to win it, but you got to win it. Okay. I know she has channel cats and she has bullheads up there. She don't know if she has any blues or flatheads up there. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Lisa Lee. How are you doing? Everybody, you can go back and rewatch this. We had an awesome time with Christine Leeper. She's an amazing multi-species angler. As Sabrina says, she's a well-rounded angler. Okay. She has a wealth of knowledge on a lot of pan fishing, but she's also wanting to learn more on the catfishing community. And I suggested that she come back and click on the links. That's all right. Come back and click on the links to where she can get all the subscribers and the live shows 7 nights a week. She's she's an amazing person. She's been a friend of. I've had her as a friend on Facebook for a while. I've been watching her do her pictures and some of her short clip videos on Facebook, and I reached out to her. Oh, she'd love to hear about that one, Epic. All right, be safe out there, Dan. Yeah, she loves her crappie though. She's addicted to crappie fishing, Mark. Oh wow. Yeah, she's talking about she had channel cats out there, but she don't know about much about how about going to catch them yet. But I told her to stick around here and she'd learn all kinds of tips and tricks about catching catfish. That's going to be interesting to see. I think this weekend I'm going to head down probably to the Mississippi or to Rend Lake. The best? Who's that, JB? Is that you or is that Epic? Wow. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go up there this weekend because the Kaskaskia last Saturday was just horrible with boats. Whether it be a fishing boat, bass boat, pontoon boat, or pleasure boat, they were all on that river. Because that was just that last Saturday down there was horrible. That's the only thing I don't like about that river is the weekends that can get really bad for cat fishermen. How low is it? How low is it, Epic? Normally this time of year it's out of its banks. Oh, well, trust me. If I go to the Mississippi Epic, I'll be live. Nothing. Just to hope I can catch something up there and show it to you. Yeah, if summer pool is low up there, it's going to be really low down here. I'm not much of a tournament person. I'm just one that likes to go out catfishing and crappie fishing and bluegill fishing. Oh wow, that's gonna be really low. Jason, she's a bow hunter as well. She bow hunts. She fishes. She's gonna have everything on her channel, from fishing to hunting to everything outdoors. It's she's an amazing person, and I'm glad you guys liked her. I'm glad that you showed her, give her a nice welcome into the community. Oh, I see that one. It could change quickly. If I didn't have to work tomorrow, that's where I'd be going. Yeah, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, that'd be right where I'd be heading. Epic, right to the river. You got pineapples, JB? No, I think you got them all marked. That will help her to subscribe. I knew you'd like that one. You have to win that one first, Jason. All right. Good night, Epic. Thanks for coming in. That is Imperial Outdoors is Christine Leeper's YouTube channel. So, with that being said, I'll be calling this a night, and you all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night on either on Catfish Weekly or Catfish and Crappie Podcast. Good night, tight lines, and dream big. They're out there. That is the slogan I came up with to go on my logo for catfishing. Dream big. They're out there. What do you guys think of that for a logo? Avid fisherman, big cat hunters, dream big. They're out there. J Dog always runs amok when Tara's not around. All right, all. Good night.